People been asking me, is this a must win? Is this a game that the Cleveland Browns got to have? Despite it being the quarter point of the season, heck yeah, it's a must win. And we're going to explain why right here on the Browns Preview Show.
Quality, service, atmosphere. You're next in the chair. Feel at home in the barbershop. G. Bush offers a fresh cut on sports. The barbershop isn't just grooming for guys. It's culture, it's lifestyle, it's sports. And it's now the barbershop is giving the sports scene a sheer shave and shine. Join the makeover now. Follow Garrett Bush at GBush91 on Twitter.
Come on in. Have a seat. Come on in. It's time to get it going. Barbershop, pregame show, Cleveland Browns versus the Washington Commanders. And I'm your host, the leader of the Kool-Aid Mafia himself. I ain't even had a chance to even talk my Kool-Aid Mafia stuff since the Browns is 1-3 right now. But dude, I'm still the general of the Kool-Aid Mafia, aka G Bush, the Duke of Knee Jerk. You know what it is. G Bush, aka the most fitted up dude in all of sports talk. I'm here with you to talk a little bit about the Browns versus Commanders in this pregame show as I sip my coffee. I hope you guys are all ready to go. 1 o'clock game. We back to what we do preferably. I don't know about how y'all feel about it, but I can't stand 4 o'clock games. I like to get my stuff in and out. I need to know how I need to have a demeanor the rest of the day. And if the Browns take an L, guess what we're able to do? I'm able to woosah and go ahead and pray and go ahead and avoid all internet games and stuff like that. And then go ahead and get my Tylenol PMs in me early and get ready for the post-game shows. But if they do win, now I know exactly how I need to act. I need to be checking my Facebook. I need to be checking on my the 4 o'clock games for my fantasy teams. So I love 1 o'clock games. And here's a sip of coffee and salute to those out there that love 1 o'clock games as well. We got a great show for you planned. As always, we'll be with you here. Say about an hour. We'll go to about 12:30. Give you guys an opportunity to kind of dissect this football game, get ready for the Cleveland Browns, and what I'm dubbing a must-win game. I'm dubbing this a must-win game. We got to have it, and we'll go into depth why we got to have it. Also, some housekeeping, situations. If you applied and if you sent in on the 21st, let me put this up here real quick. On the 21st. We did a giveaway for the Kool-Aid Mafia, right? So right now we're gonna announce those winners tonight. We're gonna give away those 5 shirts, the Kool-Aid Mafia shirts. We got 5 winners from that. We'll be giving that away tonight. And how you figure out who won? Come on right back here in the post-game show. We'll give you the names and list of the individuals that won that. And if you miss it tonight, don't worry, we will give you those members and people who won. Either we'll give those on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show or on Tuesday on the Ultimate Browns. So if you miss it today, don't worry about it. We'll be announcing those winners of the Kool-Aid Mafia shirts that we did on the giveaway on the 21st of September. With that being said, let's get right back off into this thing and let's go ahead and start this party right. Cleveland Browns going against a team that's playing good football right now. Washington Commanders, led by Jayden Daniels, have been, playing very well. The kid is out here completing 77% of his passes. I mean, he's leading them to scoring drives. He's dynamic. He's electric. He's elusive. He can throw the ball downfield. He's not just a one-trick pony. So if we're coming in here once again thinking that this is some sort of, cakewalk because we got guys that are younger and rookies that are playing, at this point, the Cleveland Browns can no longer take anybody for granted. Nobody is to be taken for granted with the Cleveland Browns. It just is what it is. Right now, Myles Garrett was talking and said, we're tired of losing. We're tired of getting punched in the teeth. We got to go out there and get a win. And I love Myles Garrett, love him to death. My question is, why would you guys take 3 losses to get tired of it? That's the thing I talked about on a post-game show last week. is I talked about the fact that sometimes when we talk about culture, what is culture? I like to turn that around, and I don't like buzzwords, right? I know buzzwords are cool and it helps you give some context to stuff, but I like to call it what it is. Well, let's call the thing the thing. Why would you be complacent? Why would you need some calamity to have you get to a point where you guys are going to be playing like you were last year? That's what I'm talking about with standards. Like, there's a standard that you got to live up to if you want to be known as a successful individual. And it doesn't matter what the circumstances are. You put in the same amount of work, and you are consistent to your process and consistent to what you want to do in order for you to continue to be successful. I don't know if the Cleveland Browns thought that they were going to roll the ball out last week and roll the ball out this year, and teams were going to roll over and say, wow, they had a good defense last year. Has nothing to do with what we talk about this year. I don't understand it. And half the problem is we talk not in direct lines of communication. We want to dance around certain things. What does culture really mean? No, I want you to do your damn job. I want you to be intense. I want you to be focused and locked in on every single week of every single opponent. The Cleveland Browns haven't won no championships. Cleveland Browns haven't won no AFC championships. If anybody that was allowed to say that, it's the Kansas City Chiefs trying to go for a three-peat. But do you hear them saying we're tired of something? How you get tired of something and you ain't won? How are you tired? Like, lock in, focus in, do what you need to do, and make sure that you're getting through the processes and everybody on the team. That means quarterback, that means running back, that means free safety, strong safety, that means the concession stand guys, front office guys. Everybody got to pull their weight. So hopefully the Browns are ready to go. We talking about it. Jayden Daniels must be stopped. Now, last week I came on here and told you, and I just want to give you, for those who are new to the program, there's a lot of guys out here that do this type of work and this type of program. And the reason why I try to give you the before picture and the after picture is because I got tired of people trying to act like I didn't tell them what it was. Last week when I came on here, I said this last week against the Raiders was an open book test. It was the top kind of test that you take when you're in college or in high school, and the teacher comes in and says, this is going to be, I'm going to let you know right now, we're only covering chapter 8 on this test. For those who are here in class, I'm telling you exactly what's going to be on the test. This is an easy A. Take the layup, right? But there's always some knucklehead kid that don't come to class. There's always some knucklehead. There's always some knucklehead kid that don't want to listen to what the teacher's saying. And instead of them doing exactly what the teacher's saying, coming in there and preparing for chapter 8, they come in and say, well, I read chapter 7, chapter 9, and chapter 10. And I wonder why I got a D-, because I told you what it was. Last week when we came in here against the Raiders, I told you jet motion, jet sweeps, east and west type run schemes. What did they do? They came in here, handed the ball off on reverses and jet sweeps with tight ends and guys who I've never heard of, and scored touchdowns on you. I told you they're going to blitz you. Be able to have run blitz pickups, be able to understand who you have and have some sort of cohesiveness up front. Did that happen? No. Still had guys coming free. I told you, penalties. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have holding penalties. You can't have drops. What did you have that cost you? Holding penalty takes 82-yard touchdown off the board. Mark Cooper drops another football. One of the drops leads to an interception that could have been more points on the board. What do we say? If you don't have Devontae Adams, expect a run game. Raiders, one of the worst rushing teams in the league, come out and throw 150 plus on you on the ground. It was an open book test. I told you what was coming. They gave you everything that I said. But my question is always this. If I'm just a simple layman, simple guy, I don't do anything. I haven't played football in over 20 years, 30 years, I think. I mean, our last game was in 2006. Why would you believe that if I can understand and know that, why don't the Browns? Why don't the Browns know that they're going to come in and try to establish the run, but you give up 150? Why don't you know that you still not understanding East and West movement, and they're using your defensive lineman awareness against you, and you're just rushing upfield, undisciplined, and guys are running everything underneath you? Why don't you guys understand that? So let's try this again. We're going to start this again. Jayden Daniels, he's going to be a guy, if you do not, the design quarterback runs are going to happen. Mark it down. Let people know. Right now, we on Facebook, we on LinkedIn, we on Twitch, we on Twitter, we on YouTube. Let it be known. Let it be known. Matter of fact, hold on.